The epidemic of male grocery delivery drivers being terrible at their jobs has been a pretty hot topic for the past few years. Let's talk about it. So with the rise of getting your groceries delivered, we've discovered that guys are really bad at grocery shopping. I think we already knew that. Now, is there just some weird biological component that makes dudes just suck at shopping? Or are they just more likely to not care, and maybe a bit of weaponized incompetence is being used here? Which I will say is wild, because it's your job. You chose to do that job, so maybe do it correctly. Now, of course, the obligatory, not every man sucks at this. Like, there's just a lot of them that do. I know there's a lot of delivery drivers out there who just so happen to be men, and they are awesome and amazing and great at their job, but there are a lot that suck. If you ask anybody a horror story about getting groceries delivered, 95% chance that it was delivered by a dude. I also feel like I'm extra qualified to talk about this because I do a couple of the side hustle, gig work, delivery, driving jobs. I'm not gonna say which one. I'm not gonna get too into that because I don't want to lose my job over this. Because while yes, I make a little bit of money off YouTube, I cannot live off of it. So I need to keep my regular delivery driving jobs. Now, when doing research for this video, I watched a lot of TikToks, of course, about people's horror stories with male Instacart shoppers. And not to defend some of these guys, but to play devil's advocate, some of these things aren't necessarily the driver's fault or the shopper's fault, and it is the fault of the app. Trust me, as a driver, as a shopper, I'm gonna be using those two interchangeably, sorry. There are a lot of things that it's the app's fault. I promise I'm trying to do the best I can. I promise I want to give you the correct substitution that you want, but the app won't let me. And another thing I will say is, so there's a few different platforms, of course, Instacart, DoorDash, Spark, which is just Walmart delivery. And all of the apps do function a little bit differently. I've noticed that Spark seems to be quite a bit different than all of the other ones. So whenever I see people complaining about a Walmart delivery and assuming it was a Spark driver that did it, sometimes those mess ups are explainable, but we'll get into that more. So the issue that seems to happen the absolute most is that the shopper, he'll say, hey, they're out of this flavor of ice cream you want. So they send you a picture of the ice cream freezer and they're like, what flavor do you want as a substitute? And the exact flavor, brand, everything, size, price, all the same details, the exact item you ordered right there in the middle of the picture. And then you have to be like, hey sir, the one I want, it's right there. They have the one I want. Please use your eyeballs. Look at it. Look a little bit harder. It is right there. I promise. I see it. I want that one. I want the one I ordered. It's there. But we're going to watch some TikToks and we're gonna talk about them. So let's get into that portion of the video.
A man shopped for me on Instacart. Here's everything he got wrong. This is what I ordered. He told me this was out of stock and can he replace it with this? I said sure. Why do I have both? I ordered grapes. This is how it came. I have not touched it. This bag is 80% empty and it's open. It came open and empty. There are 9 grapes in this. I ordered 1 yellow squash and 2 zucchini for 3 total. He bought 3 yellow squash and 3 zucchini for 6 total. I ordered 1 beefsteak tomato, which is the largest of the tomatoes. He brought me this. This is not a beefsteak tomato. This is actually one of the smallest tomatoes there. I ordered a large mayonnaise and a small ranch. He got me a large ranch and a small mayonnaise. This is why when I get a male shopper, I cancel.
Okay, so this man either stole some cheese for her or she got charged for both cheeses. So she did not say, she didn't clarify exactly what happened there, but she got extra cheese. And I don't know, I feel like the shopper must have just stolen some cheese for her, because otherwise she would see on the app that he got her 2 things of cheese. I don't know. I guess on like Instacart and DoorDash, you can probably add items. So with DoorDash, I actually have only done the food ones. I haven't done groceries for DoorDash yet. So, and I will say that I have done DoorDash before because I currently don't do DoorDash. It scares me. It's too intense. I can't do it. I prefer grocery stores. But anyways, how do you do that to the cheese? Tiniest bag of grapes possible. At that point, if that was the only bag of grapes left, click, you know, refund her for those grapes or whatever. Just no grapes. She doesn't get grapes today, because what is that? Then the squash, the zucchini, way overdid it. Wrong tomato, wrong size of tomato, and then the size of the condiments, completely wrong, switched around. So like somehow this driver managed to have the exact opposite issues with like each item. Like, I don't know. It's wild. Like, I feel like you have to deliberately be trying to do that to mess up that many items. One item here, there makes sense, but that many items, I feel like that was on purpose.
So you know the stereotype that if you get a male Instacart shopper, they're not going to be able to find substitutions, they're going to mess stuff up. And I try to keep an open mind. I had a male Instacart shopper, very small order. I thought you can't possibly mess it up. One of the things I ordered was a 1/4 pound of sliced deli ham. He couldn't find it, which I was like, that's weird. Just ask the deli guy. He actually called me to verify. And he said, you want a 1/4? And I repeated, yes, a 1/4 pound of ham. And he said, okay, I found it. He got me a 1/4 of a ham. A 1/4 of a ham. Also, I think he stole this because it rang up at $1.68. And according to the sticker, it is definitely not $1.68. So I don't know how this happened.
Okay, so how would this one even happen? So it does look like this item came from Walmart based on the barcode. But here's what I'm thinking happened. So the shopper probably got the little 1/4 thing of ham and just clicked that like he found, you know, the right ham or whatever, because on like produce and meat for Walmart delivery, well, when I say meat, I mean like the deli bags of meat. A lot of items you don't scan barcodes, you just weigh it and put in the weight. So he totally could have just put in the weight so then it would charge her as if she had gotten the 1/4 pound of the sliced deli ham slices, whatever, if that makes sense. So that's all I can think about how that one happened.
If you get a male Instacart shopper, just go ahead and cancel that order, baby. Like, this not getting done. Because one thing about a male Instacart shopper, he gonna bring you everything you did not ask for. Bro, I told this man to bring me kiwis. He gonna substitute it for lemons. Babe, what's the correlation between a kiwi and a lemon? They're not even similar.
How do you even do that? Like, how do you not feel like a bad person or like you're doing something wrong? When you substitute something so poorly, I don't know. Maybe some people just don't have a consciousness. I don't have a brain today apparently either. So maybe I'm just being a hypocrite. But sir, why? How? I would feel wrong if I did that.
So a few weeks ago, I did a little Instacart order. The order had like 10 items on it. So as per usual, the delivery guy buzzes in when he arrives. He knocks on the door. By the time I get there, he's gone. I pick up the 2 bags and I'm really not paying attention as I walk towards my kitchen. Now these bags weren't tied up or anything. So I put the 2 bags on the counter and this is what I see when I look down. The chicken breast that I had ordered was brought to me like this. Like, when I tell you I was in shock, like I don't even know how this is possible. Just fully spread out all over the other groceries. And I know he had to have seen it because the bag wasn't tied up. The audacity was actually astounding. Like, this is why I don't use Instacart.
That one, I don't have any words. I'm speechless. All I can really say is that is appalling. And why? How? I have so many questions. Why was the raw chicken just in the bag like that? Was it in a package and maybe the packaging was open and they fell out? Was it in a package, he pulled it out and just threw them in there? Is there some grocery store that has like raw chicken breasts in their deli and he got some and removed it from the packaging that the deli guy would have given him. I just don't even know how that happens. For that one, tell me in the comments down below what you guys think, because that one has me stumped. Tell me your theories down below. How do you just get raw chicken thrown in the grocery bag on top of all the other groceries?
Rate the items my male Instacart drivers got me instead of my walking cane. I can't really leave my dorm for whatever, and the NYPD or Columbia lost it in the process of arresting me, so this was my only option. The first Instacart driver brought me candy canes. They do have the word cane in them, and I didn't know they sold these outside of Christmas time, so that was kind of an interesting learning experience. 2 out of 10. The next substitution was this exact Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I do enjoy it, so I guess like 5 out of 10. I'm not really sure how it was supposed to serve the same purpose, but I'm deeply unclear on how someone made this substitution. I guess it was useful because I kind of was out of whitening strips. I don't really know. I don't know. I realized Instacart does recommend this as a substitution though, so it's not entirely on them. 0 out of 10. I will give an A for effort on this one. These are like the things that go at the end of canes. At least it's cane related, like walking cane related. Unfortunately, it is still not useful unless I have the cane. I'll give this like a solid 7 out of 10. Bless the final Instacart driver who just like texted with me the whole time, and I literally like walked him through the store via text for him to find it. But he found it.
Okay, so with that one, I'm shocked that Instacart even allowed those substitutions. As you can probably tell, I have not done Instacart. I've been on their waitlist for 2 years. Obviously, my town fully stocked up on Instacart drivers. Anyways, so maybe you can just literally do any item you want and the app doesn't verify that it's like an appropriate substitute. But the thing that makes that one even worse is that like, so she ordered a cane. This is an order that is obviously going to somebody who has mobility issues and physically cannot just run down to the store and get it herself. So it's like she's depending on you to provide the service that you work for, the service you chose to do, to be able to walk around her like apartment or dorm or whatever. So that's like a big one. When you know your customer's definitely disabled and you are messing up their stuff, that's just cancel the order on your end. Just take the L. Let your metrics be messed up or whatever. Just don't even... Why? This next one is just a screenshot I saw. I'll put it up here. They ordered vanilla extract and instead they got a number 3 candle. I don't know what they're gonna put it in now though, because whatever they were baking, they can't make it now because they got a candle instead of vanilla extract. As well as the number 3, like just a number candle is so random because you don't know what number to get. She might not be making a birthday cake. Maybe it was obvious she was making a birthday cake. I don't know. But still, why the number 3?
I once had a guy shopper tell me they were out of cucumbers, and he waited until it was the last item to swap. He swapped it for cucumber soap, then checked out so I couldn't say no.
Oh yeah, cucumber soap is a great substitution for food. If you didn't know, you run out of cucumber soap, you run out of cucumbers for your salad, just go find some Irish Spring, you know, that your husband left in the cabinet. I know Irish Spring is obviously not cucumber scented, but you might as well at that point. Like, who gave men the audacity to do that? Just, she's not getting cucumbers today. It doesn't need to be substituted. Just, oh, sorry, no cucumbers for you. And instead, soap. Soap that she may not even be able to use.
Just had groceries delivered by a male Instacart shopper. It's pretty good, so let's take a look. This is what I ordered: carrots, pizza, chips, bread, milk, broth, and chopped onions, frozen chopped onions, potatoes, coffee, a basket, and fresh chopped onions. To be clear, the only notifications I got was that he was substituting the carrots and that they didn't have the freshly chopped onions and he was substituting it for a real onion, to which within 1 minute I said no thank you, I don't want a real onion. Let's look at how he did. These are the things that we got right: bread, coffee, carrots, potatoes, chips, and baskets. I ended up getting the onion anyway, and I got no chicken broth, no frozen onions, and instead of the 2 pizzas, I got 4 of these, 3 of those, 4 of these, and 3 of those. So Thank you.
But anyways, that is it for this video. Tell me in the comments down below, do you have any delivery horror stories? Are you a driver and you have stories of a crazy customer? Are you a customer and you have stories of a crazy driver? Tell me all your crazy stories down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more similar videos in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!